once I'm alive and I'm able to teach somebody or do it myself, my capabilities, I want to be here.
Fat Boy Jimmy is going to be
Fat
here.
Boy Bobby, Fat Boy Jimmy BBQ is here to stay.
Nice.
I ain't going nowhere.
Hello, my people, and welcome back to another Sit, Sip, and Chat. And this one is a little bit special than the rest because, like you saw the interview with Michelle from the S3E8, we are doing a St. Martin Flavors Sit, Sip, and Chat. First up, we have Francois Graham from Fat Boy Jimmy's. We're going to talk to him about his restaurant and about himself. But before we get into that, I'm just going to give you a little bit of information about St. Martin Flavors. St. Martin Flavors is an annual event throughout the month of November celebrating the island's vibrant food culture, from traditional Caribbean dishes to modern fusion cuisine, and even highlights the diversity and creativity of local chefs and restaurants. And if you want more information about St. Martin Flavors or you want to sign up, you can visit their website, stmartinflavors.com, or contact them at events@shta.com. Now, like I mentioned, today we are here at Fat Boy Jimmy's. I have Francois with me. He gave me something to sip on, so you know I already happy.
But not bad. A little amaretto sour.
A little amaretto sour.
To start of the day.
He said it right to start the day, so you know. So, with the St. Martin Flavors, we're visiting different restaurants that will be taking part. We're going to have a chat with their chefs. And we're going to do some tasting along the way. So, you know, we by the restaurant, I got to taste seafood. Tell him if it tastes good, if it needs some work. So far, we good because...
Yeah.
So far, we good.
Yeah.
So far, we good. So, Francois.
Yes.
So then use the main chef here at the restaurant.
Yes, the main chef here at the restaurant. You know, the restaurant is family owned. So me being around in the kitchen from small and everything, seeing all the food and everything, I decided to venture into the hotel and restaurant field.
Okay.
Which I did my studies here on the French side, on the northern half, where I obtained a bachelor's in business management for hotel and restaurant. So basically, you know, I cover most of the hotel and restaurant field, done from waitering to bartendering to cooking.
Any part of it you could...
Everything that was involved in the hotel and restaurant industry, I launched myself into it.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Yes.
So then for those that lapse in, those that don't know, what kind of food do you have here at Fat Boy Jimmy's?
Okay, here at Fat Boys, we do local cuisine. Why? Because, you know, as I said, Matt, you know, decided to bring out our flavor. Most of our tourists could come and enjoy themselves and taste our local cuisine. So we do basically anything from local cuisine down to from barbecue to fish to crab to basically anything that I get my hand on, and I cook.
So you have a special of the day, they just gotta pass in, ask
Get
what
past
it
me
is
and see what it is. It's gonna be always a surprise.
Okay.
Sometimes you could get conch, sometimes you get satay, sometimes you get pigtail. Those are not stuff that is regularly on the menu, but it's stuff that you can obtain here and get at the Fat Boys BBQ.
Okay, so then we were talking about just now, you say you grew up around persons in your family cooking. Who influenced you? Like, who did you see specifically, and then how did that influence you to want to be in this industry?
Okay, well, you know, it all started out with my grandmother. I spent a lot of time in the kitchen with her when I was little because she did most of the raising, you know, she raised us. And then it went off from there to mom and dad because when dad started the business years ago, he was cooking from home. So he cooked from home, he had a little van, he used to drive around selling the food. So we used to be always there seeing my mother and himself in the kitchen doing their stuff. And then I decide, I say, I like this, and I also loved meeting people. So I always knew that I wanted to do something that
Yeah.
involved meeting tourists. So I launched myself into the field of the career
Restaurant.
of the restaurant
Okay.
industry.
So then your dad was driving on both French and Dutch side, or
Both
which?
French and Dutch side. Kitchen on wheels.
Kitchen on wheels.
I'll never forget.
Did you used to go with him in the
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so you were serving the people and giving them the food.
Well, actually, I was not serving. I was there with him.
Mhm.
I make sure everywhere he went. My dad did a lot of construction sites up on the hill and everything, so that was really interesting to see how far my father used to go to sell
Yeah.
the food. And I was like, boy, he pushes, he pushes, he pushes, he pushes, he pushes. I say, you know what? I want to be the same kind of hustle like this, but then I find a different way
To do it.
to do my hustle.
Okay,
Yes.
so then where the name Fat Boy Jimmy's come from?
Ah, my
'Cause
father.
you know Jimmy. Your father is Jimmy.
My father Jimmy.
Okay.
Actually, my father's name is Francis, but everybody knows him as Jimmy. So that's where the name Jimmy came from. And yeah, he was always called himself the original Fat Boy from since he started. Everybody knew him as the Fat Boy, so that's where the name came from. Jimmy's the original Fat Boy.
So you just decided to name your restaurant
Yeah,
after your
because
dad.
because my dad started here.
Mhm.
My dad for years he was here doing the business, and then after my dad decided that he wanted to retire.
Okay.
Me, I was working in a restaurant in Maho called the Charolais, which is a steakhouse.
Okay.
And after my dad decided he wanted to retire, I decided, well, he had a little business going on, and I say, let me come on board with my dad. So in case he wants to retire or if he wants to step back, at least somebody's there to take up to take it over. And that's how I came on board with my dad. And when we started here years ago, my dad was doing good. And I came in and voila.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Hey, voila.
So this is you and your sister, though.
Yes, my sister's the owner now. Because dad retired, and my sister's the one in the foreground.
So it's really
She's
a
the
family
boss.
business.
Yes,
You guys working together.
yes,
Hand in hand.
hand in hand.
I will say thank you to his sister for getting him here so that, so that we can be here and
Yes.
give you guys this information right here. So now I'm going to enjoy my amaretto sour because apparently Jimmy made this information, this interview going to go smooth. I'm going to sip on my amaretto sour. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Stay before you, girl.
New episodes premiere every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. on TV 15 and across our social media platforms.
My people, we come back. We take the break. Francois switch upon me. We went from one signature drink, which was the amaretto sour. We come back with a Marcella. I have food later. He gonna feed. The good thing is that he's going to give me some food later.
For sure.
We're gonna talk about the food later.
Just
I'm
sip.
gonna take my sip. Francois gonna give me food later. That's all I'm gonna say.
Of course I'm gonna feed you. Of course.
Yes. So, how long? Because your dad started his restaurant on wheels. We did that. Then this establishment was set up. How long this establishment set up now?
About 11 years now.
11?
11 years on this spot.
So
yes.
then you set it up on this spot, or did your dad set it up and then you
my
took it over
dad
on
my
this spot?
dad set it up on this spot. I think he had like 3 years here on the spot, and then I came on board with him.
Okay.
Yeah, and then that's the rest of the years that I'm here with my dad.
And then we started off a little bit simple.
Little bit
and then
simple. It started out very, 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 very simple. Typical tent with a one grill, doing like 3 cases of chicken and 2 cases of rib, and came on board, and then that number grew
Yes.
from 3 cases to more cases, and then from there, when we finally established everything,
Uh-huh.
it took off.
It took
I
off.
can't complain. It took off. Thank God.
And then a few times I noticed, I think this is part of your growth because we were here, and then when Carnival come around, I spot you in the village. I say, okay, I know that people. I know how their food tastes. Let me go by. So then, how it was from here to the village?
Village?
Like, what was the difference in the atmosphere, and then
Okay.
the setup?
With the difference with the village is the vibes. You know, once you get a boot in the village, it's the vibes, it's the music, it's the show, it's the people, it's a whole different vibes. But here, here's the gym. Can't complain. Here is the gym of it. So the thing with our advantage of having here and the boot in the village is that we have never run out of anything. Because once we start lacking in the village, we used to call my father, and my father used to come up with whatever we needed up there. So here was mostly the prep background and also selling, and then he supplied for the village as well. So it went like an easy flow. We were never lack of food.
Nice, and the location, because you're just right there, a walk away. That was a smart something to set up. And then a few times when I come here, I also noticed that they have tour groups that stop in by you guys. How, like, did that just happen? Did you guys set up?
Okay.
How did that work out?
With the tour guide, I think, being people's person and being cordial with everybody and respectful with everybody, it just happened. Taxi drivers decide, hey, we're gonna stop. Tour bus driver decide, hey, we're gonna stop. So, and me, I'm a people pleaser. So I always want to make sure that everybody that come through gets something to eat.
Yeah.
You understand? So that is my passion, to feed people. So when they stop, I'm even more happy. Even more happy.
Good. So you know he gonna set you up good, make sure your food.
For sure.
You don't
For
gotta
sure.
wonder. You don't gotta wonder. So
For sure.
What's your favorite thing on the menu? What's your favorite thing to make, and then what's your favorite thing to eat?
Okay. The barbecue is my favorite. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's why I venture into this, because the ribs chicken here is off the chain. And now I venture myself more into now seafood.
Okay.
So, because everybody was like, yeah, but you just do barbecue. I said, okay, try the seafood. We're doing like fried fish and stuff now, fried crab. And occasionally, you might get kang soup or wilk soup. I tried doing wilks and dumpling, but that's a hard seller to sell over here. The wilks and dumpling, yeah. With the French people, you put wilks and dumpling on the menu. It's life it is. And the other side is more harder to introduce, but they know it.
Yeah.
But it's harder to convince them to have it. But once they have it, they want more.
Yeah.
That's the thing about here. When you try something, you always want more. So I think that is my blessing that I have. Yes.
And then you have your loyal customers that they come in, they're going to trust your opinion. You tell them try the Wilson dumpling.
Yes.
They go and try it and see what it is, and then you just got to sell off.
Yes.
One time.
Have those as well. They're like, Jimmy, whatever you cook, we're gonna eat. And I like this, which means people trust your hand, and they trust you to give them a good meal.
And
that is what I love.
To have.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes,
okay, so that was what your favorite thing to eat or cook?
Okay, me, I like yeah. I like cooking. I like cooking crab. I like cooking crab, and I like cooking locri. Locri. Why I like cooking locri? Because I never forget when I ventured off into my younger days in the catering, and I used to do locri for parties and weddings and stuff like this. And then my locri started to get known, and everybody was like, hey, why don't you make a pot of locri? Hey, why don't you make a pot of locri? So I decided that I used to cook locris for parties. But don't get me wrong, I also do catering. So I also do catering. Whether you want cater, whether you want pans of rice and peas, pan of mac and cheese, pans of chicken, pans of whatever you want, and you ask me, and I can cook it, I will do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
So let me know the next time that you have some locri. Because locry is one of
You like
those
locry?
things. I like locry.
Ah.
And that's one of the things you don't get that often.
Often.
Like you have to have like a special occasion and
To
somebody
get
makes some
locry.
locry. So you let me know when you make some locry.
No
so I
problem.
can pass
No problem,
and
Linda.
get my locry.
No problem
Thank
at
you
all.
very much. So then, over the years, as you guys have been here, what has been like? Because we know the physical changes.
Uh-huh.
How have you seen the restaurant grow, and then where do you hope to see it going here, moving out?
Okay, well, the changes here is that, you know, some people don't believe it, but you know, in order for you to make, you have to invest.
Yes.
So we invested, we got the place up to date, because you know, when you have people coming here to the island, you want to have somewhere presentable for them to sit down and have a good dinner, or even for a picture moment. Because you know, now with social media, everything is all over the place.
Gotta make sure it look nice.
Yes, got to make sure you look nice. And so we invested. This is what we is today, and I hope to see myself and hope to see this business continue for a long, long, long time as possible. Once I'm alive and I'm able to teach somebody or do it myself, my capabilities, I want to be here.
Fat Boy Jimmy is going to be
Fat
here.
Boy Bobby, Fat Boy Jimmy BBQ is here to stay.
Nice.
I ain't going nowhere.
He ain't going up. So,
No way.
okay. So no matter when you see this, make sure Google Fat Boy Jimmy's.
In my bush.
Check where he is. Francois going to be cooking in the kitchen, or he going to have somebody there cooking in the kitchen. So then, my last thing is, with the St. Martin flavors, now being a part of St. Martin flavors, how have you seen that impact on your business now?
But St. Martin's Flavors, where we ventured off with St. Martin's Flavors, we were one of the first that signed up with them.
Okay.
And we started St. Martin's Flavors. I'm not gonna lie to you, it did a really big impact for us. Introducing a special dish and hearing people coming and asking, "Hey, I come for the St. Martin's Flavors dish. I come for the St. Martin's Flavors." This is really, 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 really nice. Which know that you're being heard about out there and people is knowing about your food. That is the greatest thing. St. Martin's Flavors, I'm not gonna tell you no lie. I thank them very, very, very much from the beginning until now that everything that they do, they always ask me if I want to be a part of it because I guess they know as well that I'm a people person and they know I love meeting people from all over the place and they know the food is good. Yeah. They know the good.
Francois said everything he had to say. Okay, I'm going to continue sipping my Marcella. Francois going to bring me some food now because I'm sipping on my Marcella. We're going to go, we're going to come back, and we're going to check out this food.
Yeah, she's going to need something healthy right now.
Hello, my people. Make sure you tune in to Sit, Sip, and Chat every Monday at 5 p.m. on TV 15 and every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m.
And make sure tune in to the Late Night Show with Andrew Dick from Monday to Friday at 10 p.m. with a repeat in the afternoon for no reason. In the afternoon, the Late Night Show at 3 p.m. Thank you, TV 15.
Thank you, TV 15. Make sure tune in
Make sure tune in to the Late Night.
and Sit, Sip, and Chat.
Late Night.
Yo! Be the first.
And we're back, my people. We here, Francois. Francois bring me the food. After he had me sipping, he drink Marcella. And he still down here amaretto sour.
Yeah.
So before I go to this, a question I realized I didn't ask you.
Uh-huh.
After the hurricane, Irma devastated everybody.
Everybody.
She take up everybody things and pitch them
Every-
all over the place.
All over the place.
How did that impact you? And then how, like, the moving forward after that, how did that go?
Okay. Well, everybody know what Irma did to St. Martin, right? And the thing is, when we came the morning after the storm, and we saw how everything was, I was like, I think this is it, you know, because my dad at 77 years old, it was kind of hard because I was like, I have to do everything with my dad. But then everywhere I turned, people was like, Fat Boy, what happened? Fat Boy, when are you opening? I said, okay. I say, people is asking me, which means there's hope. So I came here with my dad. I said, Dad, you know what we got to do? Get the place back together. So he said, oh, don't worry, we're going to do it together. But here's the joke about it. We're going to do it together. I was doing the work and he was sitting down and supervising.
But he's 77 years old.
Yeah, so there's where the joke come in. And then after with resilience, you know, peace, the benches were all gone. We tried to put it back together, peace, you know, just to try to reopen. And I'll never forget, thanks to Mr. Martin Coast Guard, those guys was passing with a truck. And they saw me here, pulling this and pulling that. And the guy say, he stopped, he said, Fat Boy, he say, if you really need somebody to take the stuff away for you to dump on, he said, let me know, we're going to come with the thing, with the pickup. And they came, and they helped me, and some other few people came, and they helped me, and we put the place together. But due to the fact that everybody was asking me, yeah, Fat Boy, when are you opening back?
Yeah.
They kind of put a drive in me to really get the place back going. And I'm not gonna lie, after the hurricane, in the space of 1 month and change, we had the place back up and running. Yes. And yeah, I had to get it open to feed the people, because everybody was asking me wherever I go, I couldn't turn. Everybody was like, somebody, what's going on? What's going on? So I say, you know what? Thanks to St. Martin people.
Yes.
And thanks to everybody that pushed and pushed and pushed, and all the good words of comfort and the comeback words. Thank you so much, because that is what really pushed us to reopen after the hurricane. And here's what it is today.
So, and this is why we had the whole slogan, St. Martin Strong, because Irma wasn't going to bring us down.
No.
She almost did to Francois, but St. Martin people had to remind him who he was and what it is we're trying to do here. And everybody come out, we help, we push you, we do the thing.
Bam, bam. And we're here today. Thank you.
Still thriving.
Still striving.
Still making food.
Still making food.
Still making your Marcella.
Making sure your belly is happy.
Is that. So then we're going to get in the food. So now, St. Martin flavors. What it is you have for the St. Martin flavors?
Okay. The menu this year, what we do, we kept our St. Martin flavors special, which is a dish that we started with from the beginning, which we did our combo meal. That's ribs and chicken.
Okay.
Directly off of the grill, you know. Serve with a fluffy rice and peas, a creamy mac and cheese, little garden salad, and our homemade coleslaw. Little coleslaw is the house banger. And this we serve it, that's a St. Martin flavors meal. And this year we added a little Jack honey barbecue sauce to the flavor. And then I decided to introduce a fish, because seems like we have our clients that have been asking, you only do barbecue. So I decide, in order to cater to our different clients, who love fish, I decided to put a fish. I decided to go with a mai, which is a very light fish. As I have to let you know, it's homemade. Well, it's home caught, which means it's fresh mai that was caught here in our local waters between St. Martin and Anguilla. Okay? And I decided to go with this fish, serving the same rounding of goodness with the rice and peas, the mac and cheese, the salad, the coleslaw. Okay? The fish have a little Creole sauce going on with it, with some fried onions. Top the dish off. Et voilà. Bon appetit.
Okay. I decided if I'm going to share with anybody. I ain't going to share with anybody yet, but. So the rice, nice and warm. It always helps.
Yes.
You got a fish. Ooh. Don't watch me too hard, people.
Get in there, girl. Get in there.
I like a nice fried fish.
The seasoning normally is supposed to be off of the chain. Well seasoned.
I like a barbecue.
Go ahead.
Catch me carnival time with a chicken leg and Johnny cake. Don't judge me or judge me. It's up to you.
You can't go wrong with chicken leg and Johnny cake. Go ahead. You see how juicy it is? Off the bone? Oh, la, 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 la.
I ain't got no more time for talking.
I'll sip. Hey, voila, that shows.
Thank you. The food is nice. I ain't gonna lie. I've been at Fat Boys a few times. He know my face. He know
For sure.
he know me good enough that he know my husband. So when I tell him, listen, if my husband ordered this, make sure include this for me.
Bim bamboosh.
Because
I have you. I have you, Glenda. I have you.
I ain't mad.
Right?
I can just eat.
Right?
Because I gotta be people while I eating it on a camera.
Right?
I can't see out in my food in my mouth, but just live vicariously through me while I enjoy my food. That's what we're going to do for this segment here.
Bim bamboosh.
Okay. So tell me I need to tell you about the food. Or you can't just watch me and see how much I enjoying it. I gotta talk to all you. So the fish is nice. It's soft. Francois put the Creole sauce there. That add to it. Let me taste the coleslaw.
Ah la la.
I gotta tell you about the coleslaw too.
Ah la la. The best.
It's sweet,
Hands down.
country.
Yeah.
And like if you're a customer of the celery, it's a little bit more grounded,
Uh-huh.
but it tastes good still.
Yes.
If you add it to the rice, you mix it in, it tastes.
I try to make it as easy as possible for you to eat because, you know, some people have a problem when it comes to cabbage. When it's too big, they have a hard time digesting and eating it. So I make it as small as possible so you can get all that flavor and everything. So it's easy to eat and people like it this way. So,
Francois looking out for you.
of
Make
course.
sure your digestion working with you. You don't have no problems putting it down.
Yes, yes.
The barbecue is doing what the barbecue needs to do because we got chicken, we got ribs, and
And
I like my barbecue.
yeah, no, and that the barbecue works on its own.
Yes.
You don't even have to. It works on its own.
So with the hurricane and then we had the pandemic right afterwards, then we had to shut down. So everybody had to kind of step back, rewatch how they're doing things, rewatch how they going about buying the food, consuming the food and all of that.
Uh-huh.
Moving forward, how do you see us moving forward?
Well, I see it moving forward because I strongly believe that food is something that will always sell. Once your food is good, your seasoning is right, people will buy the food. You understand? Now, concerning gastronomy in St. Martin, I believe that St. Martin still has that ability to cater to the rest of the world when it comes concerning our food here on the island. Because you know we have a lot. We have local cuisine, we have Chinese, we have French, we have Italian.
have
There's a
everybody.
whole variety
have
of
everybody.
cuisine here in St. Martin. And I believe that once the island is being sold at how to say it, as a high standard, people will come. Now, concerning people think about things that happen, the violence and everything. Everywhere in the world has violence. Everywhere have their story.
The different
Everybody
issues, yes.
has their issues. Okay, but once food is good, it will sell in St. Martin, for sure, for sure, for sure.
For sure, for sure, for sure.
For sure.
So once we're doing what we're supposed to do, once the marketing is handled
sure.
how it's supposed to be handled,
We will be there, strong in the future, for
there
sure,
we
for
go.
sure.
And definitely this food is not weak at all.
Off the
The
chain.
drink wasn't weak at all.
Whew.
Make sure we have St. Martin flavors from the 1st of November till the end of November. Should make sure that Fat Boys Jimmy's is part of your list of things that you're trying out. If you haven't been here yet, get yourself a plate of food.
Be my bush.
Get a Marcella.
Be my bush.
Get a amaretto sour.
Be my bush.
Sit down, bring your people, enjoy yourself,
Be my bush.
and then thank me later. All right?
Be my
And
bush.
then pass to the SHP and tell them you hear about it here. and then thank me later. And with that, my people, until the next one, I'll see you then.
Thank you, Glenda. Wait, I got another more to sip. Wait. It's finished. It's done.